Today. Can you guys confirm once? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
All right. So I hope you all can see my screen as well. So if you guys remember, yesterday we have completed our very first demo session, right? So I just wanted to highlight this thing. So demo one we have completed successfully yesterday. So for those people who have missed the demo session, please connect with your admins. They'll help you how you can able to access the recording, right? So even though if you miss any session, you will be having a recording also, guys. So connect with the admin, get the recording, and try to watch it because some of the basic things that we have seen yesterday, such as what is data engineering, and what is Google Cloud Platform also, what is GCP, what is Google Cloud Platform, and we have seen detailed course curriculum, as well as course details. Right, so all of these things that I have told you guys yesterday, for those people who have missed the session, I suggest you to highly watch this recording. Every session will be recorded. Watch this recording, please. That's one thing. And today we are going to have the demo session today. One is called as Demo-2. Today is going to be the Demo-2, guys. That's happening today now. Right, so today we are having the Demo-2. In this demo session, I am going to tell you what is GCP one more time, and I am going to talk about the main important topic is GCP interfaces. GCP interfaces. So how to interact with the GCP, what are the different methods of there. So this is something that we are going to talk about it today. Very, very important session. Okay, so sir, yesterday we have completed this thing. Please watch the recording. And today we are going to talk about this thing, guys. Today we are going to talk about this thing. All right. So without any further delay, let us jump on to this particular thing. Now tell me, what is Google Cloud Platform? I have told you yesterday. Right, sir. What is Google Cloud Platform? Can anyone tell me what is Google Cloud Platform? I want you guys to be telling me what is Google Cloud Platform, what I have told you about the Google Cloud Platform. Right, so Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider. First thing, it is one of the leading cloud provider. So if you look at the market, so there are multiple leading cloud providers are there, AWS, Azure, and one more leading cloud provider is Google Cloud Platform. So GCP is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services, to organizations. Sir, what are those services, sir? Can you tell me? If you ask me, sir, it provides you compute services. Sir, it provides you compute services. Sir, it provides you storage and database services. Sir, it provides you uh, machine learning ML services. It provides you networking services. It provides you big data. I will mention here. It provides you big data services. It provides you networking services. It provides you um, management services, IM and all. So it provides you plenty of the services, guys. If you ask me, sir, it provides you plenty of the services such as compute, storage and database services, big data services, machine learning services, networking services, and management services to the organizations. So these services are offered to the organizations so that the organizations can be utilizing this data to fulfill their project requirements. Every project in the company will have some certain requirement. If they wanted to satisfy their requirement, they can utilize these services. But sir, how to interact with these services? Now, sir, assume that there is a project requirement. They have to create some bucket, or they have to create some cluster, or they have to do some kind of a processing. right, sir? They wanted to do certain activities. Sir, if I wanted to do as a data engineer, if I wanted to do some kind of a data engineering activities, how to interact with these services is the next question. How to interact with these services? If one wanted to interact with these services, what are the different methods are there? What are the different methods are there to interact with these services? So that is what is the main important topic today. So Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provides you the cloud computing services such as compute, storage, big data, ML, networking to the organizations to fulfill their project requirements. But sir, how to interact with these services? If you ask me, to interact with these services, there are totally four methods are there. To interact with these services, there are plenty of the services are there. To interact with these services, there are totally four methods are there. The very first method is console. The very first method is console. And the second method is to interact with the GCP services is Cloud Shell. And the third method is Cloud SDK. And the fourth method is APIs and third-party tools. The fourth method is APIs and third-party tools. Sorry. So totally we have four methods are there. One is console, the second one is Cloud Shell, and the third one is Cloud SDK, and the fourth one is APIs and third-party tools. So these are the four methods are there to interact with the GCP services. Now let us try to understand one by one in a very detailed, very basic session. Everyone must understand this topic. Okay, so look at here, sir. What is console? What is Cloud Shell? What is Cloud SDK? What is this APIs and third-party tools? How we can able to use these methods to interact with the GCP services is the main topic today. I am going to tell you first of all what is console. Now let us try to understand. Tell me guys, what is the very first method to interact with the GCP services? The very first method to interact with the GCP services is console or cloud console. You can call anything. Sir, console or cloud console. What is this one, sir? If you ask me, sir, console is one of the web-based. It is one of the web-based graphical user interface. It is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services. So here you are going to interact with the GCP services visually. This is what is console. A console is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services visually. Sir, what is that? Sir, how to do that if you ask me? So there is something called Google Cloud Platform. You go to the Google Cloud Platform, that is your web. Using the graphical user interface, one can able to create any kind of activities. So what we can do, sir, with help of the Cloud Console, if you ask me, with the help of the Cloud Console, we can create resources. We can create any resources. We can update any resources. We can delete any resources. We can assign the permissions and we can revoke the permissions also. So this is all about the cloud console, everyone. So a cloud console is a web-based graphical user interface to interact with the GCP services visually. With the help of the cloud console, one can able to create any resource, update any resource, delete any resources, assign any permissions or revoke the permissions. Sir, first of all, we need to understand what is mean by resource and what is mean by service. Then we can go ahead and look at this cloud console in practical. Can anyone tell me what is mean by service and what is mean by resource? Can anyone tell me what is the difference between the service and resource? What is this actually? What is the difference between them? Sir, in Google Cloud Platform, when I say a service is nothing but the services offered by the Google Cloud Platform. So cloud storage is a one of the service. It is offered by the Google Cloud Platform. Similarly, BigQuery is a one more service. So services are offered by the Google Cloud Platform, and under that you create the objects, right? So you create objects or tables or whatever it is. Those things are called as a. So you look at here. So services are this one. Services are nothing but offered. The GCP is offering you these services. Cloud storage, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, Airflow. These are all services. Services are offered by the Google Cloud Platform. Under these services, you are going to create the resources. Under these services, you are going to create the resources. So that is nothing but such as buckets. A bucket is one of the resource that is created under the cloud storage. And data set are tables. These are created under the BigQuery for your activity purpose, right? So that is the main reason. So if you wanted to create any resources, if you wanted to create any resources, or delete any resources, or update any resources, or manage the permissions, or revoke the permissions of all of these resources, if you guys wanted to do it, so that can be done with the help of the console. That's nothing but cloud console. Okay, so let me go to the Google Cloud Platform, sir. If I wanted to go to the Google Cloud Platform, I'm going to show you. I already have an account in the Google Cloud Platform, guys. Don't worry. In the next upcoming sessions, I'm going to tell you how to set up a free tier account in the GCP. I'm going to tell you how to set up a free tier account in the GCP. For now, don't worry about that. Okay, in the upcoming session I will tell you how to set up a free tier account. For now, look at here. If you wanted to create your if you wanted to go to the Google Cloud Platform, you have to use this thing, console.cloud.google.com, console.cloud.google.com. So this is your web page to land onto the Google portal, console.cloud.google.com. Just click on that so that you will be landing onto the Google Cloud Platform. I am already having an account, so that's the reason I am already directly logged into the Google Cloud Platform. So you see here, I already have a Google Cloud account. I'm using the free trial status only. You see, I'm using the free trial account only. Now, so the moment you land onto the Google Cloud Platform, whatever you are seeing is a console. Whatever you are seeing is a console. You see, it is a graphical user interface. This entire thing is a graphical user interface. If one wanted to interact with any service, they can use this left navigation menu, they can use this project area, or they can use this search box, or they can use this Gemini or free trial status, or you can see the status. You wanted to look at the notification. So if one wanted to interact with any service, you wanted to open BigQuery, just click on this BigQuery. See, a graphical user interface where you are interacting with the GCP services visually. So that's nothing but console. This is nothing but console. This particular thing is nothing but console. So if I wanted to create any database, you see, I come to here. Sir, I wanted to create any database, I can click on create button. See, I can click on create button. Here today is I just wanted to create what we can say, Spark data. Okay, temp data set. I am creating a temp data set. See, I'm creating one of the temp data set or console data set. Console underscore data set. I'm just simply creating a one data set called console. You see, a data set. So if one wanted to create any resource, see, I have just created one of the resource called console data set. A data set, a simple console data set I have created. So if one wanted to create any resource on under any cloud platform, right, you have a console. So I can create a data set, nothing but create one resource. See, I have an option to delete a resource. I have an option to share the permissions, right? I have an option to, you know, create tables under it, create tables and go all of these things. So a lot of features I have it on the console. So this is what is called as a graphical user interface, nothing but your console. Nothing but your console. This is what is console. I can create resource, I can modify resource, I can delete resource, I can assign the permissions, I can revoke the permissions also. That's nothing but cloud console. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. Now tell me, guys, what is the second method of interacting with the GCP services? Please tell me.
Cloud Shell.
The second method of interacting with the GCP services is Cloud Shell. Exactly. Now tell me, guys, what could be a Cloud Shell? Now that you know what is a Cloud Console, can anyone guess it? What it could be a Cloud Shell is? What is a Cloud Shell is? Uh-huh. Very good. Any other answers? Command line service. Yes, that's a very good answer. Yes, that's what I'm expecting as. Sir, yes, the very first thing is that sir, Cloud Shell is also web-based for very first thing. Sir, it is also web-based. The second thing is that sir, it is a command line interface. People have guessed it correctly, sir, that it is a command line interface. CLI. Sir, Cloud Shell is a web-based command line interface to interact with the GCP services. How do you interact with the GCP services in the CLI, sir? How do we interact with the GCP services in the CLI? To interact with the GCP services, how do we do that in the CLI? Via commands. You write a command, right? You write a command or a script. So you are going to interact with the GCP services via this thing. So this is nothing but Cloud Shell, everyone. A Cloud Shell is one of the one of the web-based command line interface to interact with the GCP services. What is Cloud Shell, sir? If you ask me, it is a web-based command line interface to interact with GCP services via commands. Sir, can you tell me what we can do with help of the Cloud Console? If you ask me, with the help of the Cloud Console, one can able to achieve all of these things. Using the Cloud Shell and using the Cloud Console, one can able to do create, update and delete the resources and assign, revoke the permissions also. Whatever you are able to achieve it with help of the Cloud Console, you can also do it via Cloud Shell. You can also do it via Cloud Shell. Okay. Sir, what is this? It is a web-based command line interface. Sir, where it is available? If you go to the Google Cloud Platform, however you are able to see, maybe I'll open the home page again. I'm going to the home page. Just wanted to give you a small tour towards the home page. So just look at here, guys. I'm just taking a screenshot. I want you guys to look at each and every interface option. So that's the reason. Look at here. So this is what is our left navigation menu. Whatever you are seeing this option, right? So this is your left navigation menu. So if you click on this thing, so when you click on this thing, so left navigation will open here. You can select any of the, you can search for any of the products, or you can click on this cloud overview. You wanted to see all the products, so all of these things you can click on this thing. So this is your left navigation menu. And the next thing is your project area, sir. This is called as your project area, or also called as a project picker. So you can select any of the project. What is the project? Don't worry. In the next session, I will talk about it. But look at here. So every resource must comes under a project only. So anything you wanted to do in the Google Cloud Platform should be done within a project only. So you should create a project. So the very first thing, if one wanted to create any project, you have to come to the project area. Either you can create a new project or you can select the existing projects. Any resource, any interaction with any of the resources must be done within the project only. There is no such thing as no project. Okay, there is no such thing as no project. So you have to do everything in the project itself. So this is your project picker or project area where one can select the existing project or create the new project or go to the settings and delete the projects and manage the resources. All of these things also you have all of the features. And the next thing is your search box. So this is your search box. In the search box, if you wanted to interact with any service, you come here. I wanted to work with data flow. You search for data flow. You click on this data flow. I wanted to work with BigQuery. You click on BigQuery. You go to this one. So this is your search box where people can interact with any of the services by searching directly instead of going down and down and on. Right. So this is something that you can see. This is one more option. And the other option you have here is Gemini. and it is improving daily, and it can be used for many things. Gemini. So Gemini now it is used for debugging any of the issue or asking any question. You have it here. So if you can see here, you can click on this Gemini, and the Gemini assistant. This is your cloud assistance only at this point of time, and you can see at no cost you can have it. If you wanted it, you have to click on this thing so that you can ask any question. Hey, can you tell me about this thing, or can you tell me about that thing, or can you debug this particular thing? So you can ask anything. So it will ask you. You can ask anything like, tell me about Cloud Shell. Then you can ask this thing, and it will help you to little bit slow, but the answers are effective. Okay, so this is something that you have a cloud assistant, the Google Cloud platform, which will help you to explain you or assist you in any of the things, or assist you in the debugging, or assist you in any of the activities that you wanted to do it, and it help you to plan some things also. Okay, just now the API is enabled, so that's the reason little bit time taking. Otherwise, it will be very fast usually. Okay, yes. Yeah, you can see here. So what is Cloud Shell? It is a built-in browser-based terminal environment, nothing but command line interface, you can see. So using these things, we can all of these things. So how do we access it? I'll tell you now. So that's how this is your Gemini. And after that, you have a free trial status button. So this is your free trial status button, guys. So nothing but, so we are creating a free account. We are creating a free account. Within the free account, how much amount of money is left for how many days? You will be able to see. So I am left with the 7,000 rupees only for the 60 days remaining. So I'm using my account like anything. So that's the reason that amount is debiting. But when you are creating your account, you can always check your status here, saying that how much amount is left and how much days it is left. Don't worry, you can create any number of free accounts also. And then this is where your Cloud Shell button is. This is what is your Cloud Shell button. Okay, sorry. So I just clicked on Cloud Shell button. So this is your Cloud Shell button. Yes, maybe I can click on. So you see an option here, Cloud Shell button. Just hit the button so that you see the Cloud Shell terminal is getting activated over here. Cloud Shell terminal is getting activated. It is asking you to authorize. Just click on authorize. Perfect. See, this is your command line interface. Command line interface is open. So you wanted to open it in the new page. You see open in new window. Just click on it here. So it just open. The Cloud Shell gets open in the new window. Instead of dragging up and down, right? So you can do that. I can closing it here. You can open it here. So this is how Cloud Shell terminal is opened. Cloud Shell terminal is open. Sir, in the Cloud Shell terminal also, we can able to interact with any of the services. However, you are able to list it down. You see, sir, in this particular project, I have this many data set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sir, this many data set, total 5 data set are there. So if you click on this thing, how many data set are there, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Total 5 data set are there. So I am able to list down all the data set in this particular project. Sir, can I be able to do it via Cloud Shell? If one wanted to interact with the GCP services via Cloud Shell, they have to run the commands. I'm going to first tell you the commands. I'm just running the command here, one that is BQLS. In our upcoming sessions, I will talk about the commands. We have a dedicated, a separate session on the GCP commands and all the Cloud Shell commands, how we can able to do it. A separate session is there. We will talk about it later. But for now, to give you some high level idea how we can able to interact with the GCP services, you see all the 5 data set are listed down here. So one of the data set we have just created today, that is console data set. Sir, is it possible? See, I am able to list down all the data set. Sir, is it possible to create a data set for me? You can also create a data set. Okay, so I think I forgot the command BQ. 1 minute, guys. I think I forgot the command. Usually, what is the command? Okay, even though if you do not know, BQ command to create data set. I think somewhere it should be MK, MB. I mentioned MB, it's MK. MK make BQ MK make data set. You provide the data set, sir. Shell underscore data set. Okay, shell underscore data set. BQMK, you have here shell. So we are creating a one more data set, BQMK, make data set. Okay, so just click on enter here so that a data set gets created. You see, data set is created successfully. So if you can click on BQLS again this time, you should be able to see one more data set called shell data set. You see, that means I can do any activity from the Cloud Shell also. That's what is the main point I want you guys to understand. If I wanted to create resources, if I wanted to delete resources, if I wanted to update the resources, list the resources, assign the permissions, revoke the permissions, can also be done from the Cloud Shell, guys. So you come here, you see, if you refresh this, you see an option to refresh here, then you should be able to see shell dataset. See, I have just created one more dataset called shell dataset. This is created from the command line interface, CLI. It's created from the CLI. So that's how there is a third option to interact with the GCP services, everyone. So that's nothing, sorry, second option, that's nothing but Cloud Shell. I hope that is also clear. So you have a cloud console, which is a graphical user interface. You have a cloud shell, which is a command line interface, And what is the third method, guys? Tell me. What is the third method to interact with the GCP services? Tell me, guys, what is the third method to interact with the GCP services? So the third method to interact with the GCP services is Cloud SDK. Right, sir. So we have a console, we have a cloud shell, and the third method to interact with the GCP services is Cloud SDK. Do not forget anything. Everything is important. Everything will help you in the interview to crack the interviews. Okay. So now, what is Cloud SDK? First of all, tell me what is SDK, guys. Can anyone tell me what is mean by SDK? Exactly. Sir, SDK nothing but software development kit. So as it is a kit, if one wanted to use this kit, software software development kit. So if one wanted to use this kit, you must download it. According to the operating system, you must download it and install it. So this is something that we have to do. Sir, according to the operating system of your machine, you have to download it and install it, because what is SDK, sir? If you ask me, it is not web based, it is local based. It is local based. The rest of all the things are same as Cloud Shell. Sir, what is Cloud SDK, sir? If you ask me, this is what is Cloud SDK. A Cloud SDK is a local based, meaning that if one wanted to interact with the GCP services from the local machine itself, so from the local machine itself, I wanted to interact with the GCP services. So that's where you have a Cloud SDK. Okay, Cloud SDK is a software development kit. One can able to interact with the GCP services from the local machine itself. So that's the reason I call it as a local SDK. And it is also a command line interface. You can interact with the GCP services via commands. You can achieve all the things like create, update, delete, assign, and revoke permissions. First of all, sir, but how can we download it and install it? The very first thing. So if you guys wanted to download it, come to the web browser and search for Cloud SDK download. Cloud SDK download. You see there is an option to Cloud SDK download. Just click on enter button here. The very first thing, you see the very first hyperlink, click on this thing. You see, if you go little bit down, you see an option install Google Cloud CLI or SDK. Both are same according to the operating system. If your operating system is a Linux, Debian, Ubuntu, Red Hat, Fedora, CentOS, Mac OS, Windows, Chromebook, according to the operating system, you have to search for your first thing. My operating system is a Windows. I am selecting the Windows over here. Once I select Windows, you see an option download the Google Cloud installer. Just click on this thing. You see, just click on this thing. You see it is something is downloaded already. So very simple to download. Doesn't take much time. Hardly 261 KB. Only 1 second it will take for download. Once it is downloaded, just double click on it. So this will open like this. Once it is downloaded, just double click on it. This will open like this. And just click on next. Click on agree, click on next, Click on next, click on install. That's it. Right, sir? Only 2 or 3 options. Click on next, next, agree, and install. That's it. Once you click on install, it will take 1 or 2 minutes for the installation. It will take 1 or 2 minutes for the installation. After that, if you come to your Windows button, for me, it's already installed. So you come to here and search for SDK. You come to the Windows Start and search for SDK. You should be able to see the SDK over here. You should be able to see the SDK. Just click on SDK here. So you have the SDK. See the SDK. Now tell me what is SDK, this one? How it is looking like? How it is looking like, guys? How it is looking like? Sir, it is also command line interface. See, it is a command line interface or not? Is it a graphical interface? No, sir. It is also a command line interface. From where we have opened this SDK? From where we have opened this SDK? If you guys ask me, sir, SDK is opened from the local machine itself. We have installed something on the local machine itself. And we can able to interact with the GCP services also. We can able to interact with the GCP services also. If you guys wanted to interact with these GCP services, first you need to do the login. G-Cloud Auth login. So the very first thing is G-Cloud Auth login. Click on G-Cloud Auth login so that it will go to the browser for the login. So it will go to the browser and you do the login first. Click on allow. You do the login first. So now you are now authenticated with the CLI. So you can see here. And you can also change the project G Cloud. So don't worry about these commands, as I told you already. Don't worry about these commands. We are going to interact with these commands, or we are going to learn about these commands separately in the next session. We have a separate session on these commands, so we are going to see. Now look at here, guys. So I have done the login already. So earlier we were using the BQLS command, you remember? If I use the same BQLS command, it should be listing down how many data set. Total 6 data set. 2 are the data set which we have created using the console and cloud shell. So you see one data set which created using the console, one data set which we have created using the cloud shell. Sir, can I create one more data set? Yes, why not? DQMK and the SDK data set. SDK data set. What is a data set, sir? Data set is simply a database, right? However, you go to the SQL database, a data set is nothing but a database. You see, I am able to create one more data set here. If I just come here and refresh it, I should be able to see SDK data set. All the data sets are here. So we have just created today console data set, cloud shell data set, cloud SDK data set also. So what is my main motto to tell you? The main motto is that, sir, you have 3 interfaces majorly. One is console, cloud shell, and cloud SDK. One can able to do any of these activities using any of these interface method. One can able to do create resources, update resources, delete resources, assign permissions, revoke permissions. These activities can be done from the cloud shell, from the cloud SDK, from the cloud shell, cloud console also. So these are the 3 main GCP interface methods to interact with the GCP services. Okay, so now you see cloud console, which is a software development kit. One can able to download it and install it on top of your machine, which is a local based command line interface to interact with the GCP services. So one is from the web, this CLA is from the web, and this CLA is from the local machine. Okay, so that's what it is. Now the fourth method of interacting with the GCP services is also there. Can anyone tell me what is the fourth method?
Third party and
Right.
API.
APIs and third party tools. Right. So this is something that not on a regular basis, but it depends on your company. So there can be plenty of the services in the Google Cloud platform, right? There can be plenty of the services in the Google Cloud platform. Assume that there's a BigQuery. Under the BigQuery, there's the tables are there. For example, sales table or customers table, okay, and the products table. So just think that you create some multiple tables. You have just created a data set, right? You created a shell data set or any data set, for example. You created some data set. Under the data, this is your BigQuery. Just assume that, sir, there is one of the service called BigQuery in the Google Cloud platform. Under the BigQuery, I created some of the tables such as sales table, customers table, products table. And so some services we can use. Like for example, there is a Power BI. Can anyone tell me what is Power BI? Can anyone guess it? What could be a Power BI? Exactly, sir. It is a visualization tool. Very good, sir. Using the Power BI, one can able to create some kind of a reports, right? So one can able to create some kind of a dashboards or reports or KPI, right? So if you wanted to create such kind of a things, what is needed? Sir, you need the data. Sir, the data is available in the sales. Okay, so this is what it is. So you are going to interact with here. So this is nothing but a third party tool interacting with the GCP services. Right, sir. A third party tool is interacting with the GCP services via API. Via API, application programming interface. A third party tool interacting, because Power BI is a third party tool, which is an external tool. Right, sir. It is an external tool or a third party tool. Third party tool, so which is can be used to interact with the GCP services, maybe for creating some kind. It's your choice. Today you can use Power BI, Informatica, Snowflake, any of the services you can use to interact with the GCP services. So that's nothing but third party tools interacting with the GCP services via some API. Similarly, there can be some programming languages also. For example, assume that there is a Python programming language. So, sir, I wanted to interact with the GCP services using these programming languages. Yes, that is also possible. That's again done via API. So one can able to interact with any of the programming languages such as Python, Java, Go, and .NET, C Sharp. Any of these programming languages we can use and interact with the GCP services via API. So that's something. So these are not mandatory. According to your company's requirement, if you have a third party tool or if you have a programming languages to interact with it, so these things comes into the picture. Don't worry about these things at this point of time. In our upcoming sessions, we have a separate session on these things again. When we talk about GCS or when we talk about BigQuery, I will tell you these methods. We use Python, we use Looker, or we use different services to interact with the GCP services. That time you will understand, hey, this is how you can able to interact with the GCP services. This is how you can able to interact with the GCP services, something that you will understand. Okay, I hope this is also clear. So the main motto here is that there are some third-party tools or programming languages which can be interacting with the GCP services via API. So that's the main thing here. Meaning that I wanted to tell you, you can also interact with the GCP services from the outside world also. Nothing but some programming language or some external services also. You can integrate with the GCP services, right? So that kind of interaction also you can do it. Okay, that's nothing but our APIs and third-party tools. Now just we have seen the four methods of interacting with the GCP services: console, Cloud Shell, and Cloud SDK. Right, sir? If one wanted to interact with the GCP services, totally four methods are there. One is console, one is Cloud Shell, and one is Cloud SDK, and the third-party tools and APIs. If anyone have any question, please raise your hand, guys. This is it for today. I just wanted to talk about these things only. And if anyone have any questions, you can please raise your hand. We will talk about it. Please raise your hand. I'm going to give you the time for you to ask the question. Anyone have any question, you can raise your hand. So tomorrow we are having the demo 3. That's our final demo session. So this is going to be, so tomorrow we are having the demo 3, guys. So this is going to be happening tomorrow. And tomorrow is also a very interesting session. We are going to talk about important topics. I would say GCP project setup, GCP project setup, and we will talk about account setup and all of those things. Okay, so this is something that we are going to talk about it today. We will see that tomorrow. So tomorrow we are having the free demo session, guys. Demo 3 is happening tomorrow. Please attend that tomorrow demo session at the same time. The timing is at the same time. At same time, 7 a.m. 7 a.m. At 7 a.m. The same time. Okay, so the tomorrow we are having the demo session. That's our final demo session, and that's happening at the same time tomorrow. All right. Yes. Yes, Arunav, you have any question? Hmm. There's no such thing as benefit. Okay, it depends on the requirement. Say, hey, I wanted to use console, I wanted to use cloud shell. That's what you do. There is no such thing as benefit or something. Okay, sometimes you use console, sometimes you use cloud SDK. That you will come to know when you are actually learning the GCP in our upcoming sessions. Requirement and the project. Yes, it's the project and the data engineer. Yes. Mm, no, it's not like that. So sometimes you use console because it's user interface. Sometimes you use SDK, you can automate some of the things. It depends. You'll come to know when you are actually working on it. Yes. Yes, Devender, you have any question? That's authentication. Do not compare the authentication with interaction method, right? So authentication is different. So authentication is that one can use the user account to log into the Google Cloud platform. One can use a service account too. So that is authentication to interact. Authentication is different. Interface method is different. Yes. Mm. That's what you have to understand. That if you have a authentication, then only you can use any service. Authentication do not combine with the interaction method. See, I have a authentication, so that's the reason I'm using the BigQuery. How I'm using the BigQuery? See, if I do not have authentication, I cannot log into this page. I cannot use any method. If I have authentication, I can use console or cloud shell or cloud SDK. Authentication authorization is something that you log into the Google Cloud platform. Then you have a permission to do it. Okay, do not combine those two things. Those are two different things. Yeah. Yes, Chandra Mohan, you have any question? Yes, please. Okay. Do not, no, no, do not think like that. See, solution architect will also design the things, will also work on the code development and everything. First thing is that if you do not know how to develop the code, if you do not know how the systems work, if you do not know how to integrate the systems, there is no way to design the systems. Okay. So even I am a solution architect. I'm telling you one thing is that you should know. So how a solution architect become is that he was a senior data engineer, he was a data engineer, he was a senior data engineer, then he became a solution architect. So there's no point that a solution architect will be directly becoming after the college. No, it comes with an experience. So if you do not know how to develop the things, if you do not know how to write the code, if you do not know how to enhance the code, how to optimize the code, and how we can able to interact all of these things, so that's where the solution architect first you do understand all of these technical developments, then you become a solution architect. You will become a good solution architect. Otherwise, whatever you are designing will be, not, not up to the mark, I would say. Okay. This course will help you not only towards becoming a data engineer. For you who wanted to become a data engineer, this course help you. For who wants to, already I'm already a data engineer, I wanted to enhance my skills, This course will help you. But if you are actually attending this course in an architectural perspective, you will understand, hey, BigQuery, hey, Google Cloud Platform has these many interfaces today, and tomorrow if I wanted to restrict my users only to use console, okay, we can do that, because that's GCP is offering me that provision. So again, solution design perspective, if you think your brain is like that, you will think in that perspective. Every session will be like that. Hey, every service will have these provisions, every service will have these features. When you know those features only, you will be able to design architectural front. So this course is for all the people, whether wanted to become a data engineer, whether wanted to become a senior data engineer, whether you wanted to become a solution architect. And I have seen people who have recently got a solution architect positions also. They are already working on it, and with the same course, it's possible. Yes. Yes, I see some people have raised their hands. Let me go there. I do not see it here. And yes. Yes, Shubham. Shubham, you have any question? Shubham? Yes, please. Yes, Shubham. Of course. Yes, yes. We are going to cover all the Python and PySpark concepts. So I'm gonna just tell you what is our core. I'm gonna just put it on the screen. What is the course curriculum once, just to give you some high level understanding of. Some people may miss it yesterday's, right? It's the same thing which I have shown yesterday also. This is the same thing which I'm showing you today also. Okay, you can look at here, guys. So this is the same thing yesterday. I have shown it on the some a slide, and I'm just showing you on the same thing. You see here, so cloud basics are covered. We are here. We are at here. GCP interfaces we are talking about. In the next session, console walkthrough, free account creation, all of these things we will talk about it. Programming, Python, PySpark, Linux, Apache Beam, data engineering services, 2 projects for free, and all the case studies, projects, and use cases. And these are the course. You can see here the timings and details and everything. Yes, please. Yes, Shubham. All right. Of course. Of course. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. I was just talking about it, right? Whether you have 1 year experience, 2 year experience, 10 years of experience, if you wanted to enter into the data engineering field, this is one way. So there are multiple other things also. You can go for Azure, you can go for GCP, you can go for AWS. But compared to the market, if you look at the markets are which is easy, or which is less effort. For example, if you go to AWS and Azure, you have a huge competition. People see a huge competition, and it is next to impossible for getting the job. Very, very impossible for you to, because huge competition, job becomes very difficult for you to get. But GCP is having a less competition, and compared to the AWS and Azure, the market is also increasing day by day for the GCP. So opportunities are more compared to the Azure and AWS. The market opportunities and all of these things are increasing day by day. Less competition, getting the job becomes easy. So I always suggest, from the last 3 years I've been at teaching, more than 1200 plus already got the job. More than 3000 students I have taught you in the institutions, corporate trainings, and all of those things. I'll tell you, GCP's market is increasing day by day. Nowadays, there are some GCP data engineering projects from the AWS also. They are migrating it to the GCP, because GCP becomes cost effective. GCP becomes the simple interface. So that's the reason, even from AWS to the GCP, some of the people are migrating, some of the companies are migrating. So such kind of a market growth is happening in the companies. I suggest you to, highly suggest you to, as soon as possible, get into the GCP data engineering. Okay. Yes, Shubham, it is possible. Yes. 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 So do not just start directly. I want you guys to raise your hand. I wanted to see who is actually talking, right? Please raise your hand. Yes, Pravat Gupta, you are asking something. Please tell me. Yes, Pravat. Okay. You can develop anything using the Python. Okay, so you have to understand right. So you can use a PySpark, and you can understand what requirement, what is your validation. For example, you wanted to create a validation framework from source to the target. I wanted to, verify whether the counts are matching, whether the schema matching, whether the data matching. You have to design it from the scratch. You have to write a PySpark program which should be running in the data proc. So many things comes into the picture, that we will see such kind of a technical aspects of how we have to develop, and all of those things we will see in the upcoming sessions. This is not the right time. Yes, yes. In that case, this is very good course for you to understand how you can able to do it, and how because we have a database migration projects are also there. Okay. Yes. Yes, Daneshwar, you have any question? I Yes, they were saying that 6 to 8 months only. I think they have some kind of limitation in terms of that. I think it is 6 to 8 months only, but usually even though it is 6 to 8 months, sometimes it will go up to 10 months also, because such kind of thing I have seen. But at this point of time, it is 6 to 8 months only we are seeing. Once you request me or the admin, so they will help you. Yes, yes. Yes. And anyone have any other questions? Please raise your hand, guys. We will see if you have any questions. You can raise your hand. Yes, Mallikarjun, you have any question? Yes, please. Last, I have told you that thing yesterday, actually. But to tell you guys, any years of experience you have, whether you are having a, maybe I can show you that here. Yeah. Okay, please watch the yesterday's recording. You will get even more. But here it is, some of the things. For example, if you guys wanted to go, any years of experience you have, okay, you can see, for example, 11 years you told, right? So here you can see 11 years. Last 3 years on the GCP, you can put rest of the 8 years of whatever the current experience you have, and prepare your resume accordingly. And that much 3 years of experience on the GCP, the course will give you. Lead engineer, lead engineer for sure. Or some companies senior data engineer, some companies lead engineer. Yes, that level of experience, don't worry about it. You will get it with the course. All the projects and case studies. Yes, yes. And Sai Kumar. Sorry, Sai Kumari. Yes, please. It's the same answer to you. It's the same answer to you, that you can put last 2 to 2.5 years on the GCP, and you can say that, hey, this is what I have done in the last 2 and 2.5 years of experience, and you prepare your resume accordingly. You go to the interview saying that, hey, earlier I was working on a testing, and I got an opportunity to work as a GCP data engineer, and from the last 3 years onwards, I'm working on a GCP and this many projects, and I have led the projects. These 3 projects or 4 projects, I have led it. Whatever we have covered in the course, right? You can put it, and that's how. And huh, they will give. That's not a problem at all. There is no such thing as that. But as soon as, see, the thing is, we are going to sell ourselves saying that last 3 years or 2 years we worked on GCP. Okay, and we prepare our resume like that, and we go for an interview. And how you have to prepare your resume, what you have to tell in your interview, how you have to tell it, within these 3 months, you will understand everything. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. There is a last session, guys. I will tell you. Some people may be having this question. There is a one of the session. The final session will be there, and that final session we will talk about how you have to prepare your resume. Okay, I think that particular thing is also I have taken a screenshot, because Everything is a full course. You can see, you can click on this thing and the resume. When I click and so this is our final session talk. In the final session, I'll tell you what we have to do, how to prepare your resume, how you have to upload your profile to the Naukri and all, and how do you have to respond when a HR is calling you, how you have to explain yourself in the technical interviews, what you have to do in the HR interviews, everything. And a final session we are going to talk about it. There's a final session. In the final topic, in this one I am going to tell you everything. Okay, so that's something that I will tell you guys at this point of time. I assume that sir will teach you everything that is required for you to understand the GCP and data engineering, and in terms of technical aspects, in terms of architectural aspects also. Whether you are a fresher, someone is pinging in the chat box, whether you are a fresher, whether you are a experienced profile, whether you are more experienced profile, whether you are coming from IT or non-IT, whether you are working in a testings background, manufacturing background, mechanical background, or whatever you are, just put me a trust on me, 100% trust on me. I'm going to make you a data engineer for sure. Having said that, every day you have to attend the live session, every day you have to practice the things properly. This is something that is expected from you. Okay. Yes. Correct. No, that's a very good question. Even I thought about it, and we are introducing this time from this batch onwards AI fundamentals for GCP data engineers. The knowledge also, it is actually, I might have not added here, I do not have a space, but from this batch onwards, we are adding AI fundamentals to the GCP data engineers, ML and AI fundamentals. Okay, so that's also. So data engineers, there is no problem at all for data engineers. There won't be any problem. Even ML come, AI come, even tomorrow some other come. Because without data, there is no ML, there is no AI, there is no data analytics. Data engineering is foundation. Data engineers are the founders of the data analytics, data machine learning, and AI, data science. So if there is no data properly cleaned, whatever you are building on ML and AI will collapse. So data engineers was there 30 years before. Data engineers will be there after 30 years also. There is no such thing as data engineers are jobs are getting reduced. There is no such thing. Big data or data engineering professionals are the highly paid professionals. They are the highly demanded professionals from last 15 to 20 years onwards. It will be the same demand for the next 15-20 years also. There is no such thing as. But to be there in the market, sir, I wanted to enhance my skills also. We are adding some more fundamentals so that you will understand the ML and AI fundamentals in GCP. So that's something that I'm adding within this course. Okay. So this is something, an added advantage for you guys in this particular course. This is added to you guys. Okay. Thank you. Yes. Anyone have any other question? Please raise your hand. Devender, you have any question? Okay. Anyone have any other question? Please raise your hand. Sai Kumar, you have any question? Sorry, Sai Kumar, you have, oh, you have just asked, right? That's fine. And Devender was asked. Yes, Uday, you have any question? No, no, no. It's not like that. See, even though you go to our education system, right? You go to our education system, B Tech or M Tech, the syllabus is same. And but when you go to an interview, the way that you explain, the way that you showcase your communication, the way that you understand your project, the way that you understand these 3 months of course is different, right? Those people who do attend the live sessions regularly, who do the practice properly, can able to answer any scenario based question also that they are asking in the interviews, right? Project is not the important thing that they look at it. Okay, project is one line. Hey, I worked on this project, we have done this thing. No, that is not something interviewer. I have taken more than 50 to 60 interviews in Accenture, more than 150 interviews in my current company. Project is not the important thing. What you have done in the project, what is the responsibility that you have taken, how did you actually achieve that thing? If something is failed, if something is not working properly, how did you fix it? That is something that I expect you. That is perception. Okay, that is perception, meaning that people see it in a different way, and you ask them in interview, interviewer asks the same thing and you answer it in a different way. One thing. Second thing is, in the India, not only India, in the entire world, there are more than 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs companies are there. You are just 30 to 40 people here and attending the project. So even though you explain the same project also, you are not going to the same company. Even though you go to the same company also, it's the interviewer is different, right? Okay, so don't worry about, sir, the same project I explained it. The interviewer is different in the company, the company could be different, and you will be the entire the perception is different. So these are all different things. Don't worry about all of those things. More than 1,200 people are already placed with the course. Okay, those things have already taken care. Yes, yes. So to develop our code, to enhance our code, we are going to introduce some of the things like ChatGPT or those things. But I highly do not do that, because I don't suggest you to do that, because when you are learning, you learn from the basics. You learn from the fundamentals. When you learn from the fundamentals, how it is working, how to write the code, what is snippet, what is the command, how you have to learn it fundamentals. Once you know the basics and fundamentals, then you can use AI to improve the productivity. AI is only to improve the productivity. So when we are developing the projects, we use the AI and ML. But when you are actually learning PySpark and all, those are fundamentals, building blocks. You are going to learn it as it is. Yes. All right. No, I use Codex, I use Cursor. There are many things are there. Okay. So I'm just giving you an idea. Now, currently, no. At this point of time, they are only assisting you, not doing your work. Okay. At this point of time, no, we are not doing anything in in this session. Now, this is only data engineering. And I highly suggest you to become a data engineer rather than a ML or AI developer. Yes. You did not work on it. No, no, there's no such thing as ML and AI in our work, and we were only using to improve the productivity. So, see, we don't just say something that we did not do. Whatever you are learning in the course, you only tell them in the interview. Hey, I have a AI fundamentals. Yes, I have a ML fundamentals. Yes, I use some Chat GPT or Cursor or Codex to improve my productivity. Yes, but no, I have never created any agent, because that's not my work as a data engineer. To clearly tell them. Yes. All right. So, any other questions, anyone? Yes, Salim Basha, you have any question? Salim, I see you have raised your hand. You have any question? Okay, I see that that guy is struck. And anyone have any other question? Please raise your hand. We will talk about it. Otherwise, yes, we have completed our demo 2 also today. We are going to have the demo session 3. We will talk about few more things on the demo session 3, guys. All right. Thank you all. I hope I have given you some knowledge of what is GCP interfaces. We have also seen how the interface options of the Google Cloud Platform, the homepage tour also we have seen, how to interact with each and every method as a lab also we have seen. In the next session, we will talk about few more things. Thanks for joining the session today. I hope you have learned something today. Thank you all. Thank you all. Bye bye.